Hello and welcome to Deaf Mute Studio. In this knee-jerk spoiler-free review, I'm going to be talking about My Son, which is currently available to watch on Amazon Prime. Let's have it. Driving in the heart of the Highlands, Edmund Murray receives a call from his ex-wife in tears. Their 7-year-old son went missing from a campsite. Soon it becomes clear that the child was kidnapped and the parents give way to despair. My Son starts well with plenty of mystery and intrigue, and with films of this ilk, the enjoyment comes from trying to figure out what's happened before the characters do. You're basically the detective of the film, and that works to a certain point with My Son. The film drops little nuggets of potentially important information, but it doesn't keep up with this and turns into a bit of a different film round about the halfway mark, which left me disappointed as I was enjoying it up until then, and the story struggles to remain coherent and pretty much unravels from a thriller to a film that forgets how to thrill or build tension. There are certain plot points that seem important and could build on the story, and more importantly, James McAvoy's character of Edmund, that aren't really addressed afterwards, which I found really odd. Now, I don't mind a film with a touch of ambiguity because it leaves something to talk about and theorise afterwards, but not to the degree where they're just thrown in and completely ignored by the rest of the film. And during the second half of the film, I found myself in awe of the incredible looking Highland landscape rather than the film itself. The film had the capacity to be as good as the likes of Prisoners or Gone Baby Gone, but ultimately fell short. But where the film does fail in terms of narrative, it exceeds in acting. James McAvoy is fantastic in this film. He holds the screen with an incredible raw and vulnerable performance as Edmund Murray. Claire Foy was also great. I just wish she had more screen time. And it's always a pleasure to see Gary the Mighty McGloin Lewis on screen.
Fiddling bands as a fellow steals anything, dead or alive, because he's too low to work up a decent lay for himself. Count that careful, Bill, just count that careful.
My Son is a film that exceeds in acting but falls short in story, which is a great shame because with the acting talent at its disposal, it could have been a really cool thriller. So if you've watched My Son, what do you think? Do you agree with my initial thoughts? Let me know on social media and the comments section below. If you could do me a solid by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I will love you long time. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Ta-da.